another hot tea with pleasure. I am Hillary in Ontario, Canada, and we are not live. Go on.
Hi, I'm Teresa in the beautiful island of Barbados, and we are not live.
Not live.
We're recorded tonight.
We're recording tonight because it is Thanksgiving in the lovely country of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joking. Yeah, so I'm enjoying some meals. So unfortunately,
Meals.
yeah, we cannot be live today, but we will be back live next Saturday on YouTube, 8 Eastern Standard Time. Um, Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Take it from there, Teresa.
Welcome, welcome again. It's me, Teresa, beautiful island of Barbados. Thank you, Hillary. And she's out there enjoying her turkey and her what else comes with
Wine.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, we know you don't forget the wine.
Yep, that's right.
So think about wine. My wine is about we're in Jamoon season. And if you know what Jamoons are, I call Jamoons or Belgian grapes. Jamoons are very dark and for very it's a very dark purple. Again, my tongue tie there.
You
It's a very
okay?
dark purple grape like fruit. It has a kind of tanginess to it, but when you get them really right, it's very sweet. And we on island make Jamon drink, a non-alcoholic drink, or you can make Jamon wine. And we have a lot of persons that makes Jamon wine. Well, a lot of persons that make use of our local fruits. And our local fruits are really good, really tasty. So whenever you visit Barbados, make sure you try our local fruit. So that's my wine about. Jamons are in season. What's your wine about, Hillary?
Well, I'm whining about a season, all right. It's called winter. And it is about to hit us in a couple of weeks.
Mm.
Yeah,
When
our
does it
first
stop?
around Thanksgiving, we normally get like a small snowfall, and then it
Oh,
goes tapers away, and then it comes back, and that's it's basically the beginning of winter for us. I mean, it's fall technically, it's fall,
that
but
sounds so sad.
I love fall because I love to wear my boots. But I'm not a I I think I had enough with the cold. I'm good. I think I had enough for the
Hmm.
rest of my life.
Hit
I
hit.
was raised in a small town, and that place was really, really cold. Was This is where I live right now? It's cold as well because I'm in a snow belt, but um, nothing compared to where I was raised.
Mm.
So I'm whining about. See, Canadians know what we do. Canadians whine about the summer when it's summer and the winter when it's winter. can't, you can't please us. So,
Oh, y'all really
anyways,
want to leave.
and I'm tired, so haven't had a long day. But anyways, let's get to it. Remember to check us out on our social media platforms, Instagram. Watch us on previous shows right here on YouTube, and listen to the podcast on RSS, also on TikTok. Like, subscribe, and leave your comments. Come and join us and lubricate your life. Um, Teresa, oh, you wanted me to do a disclaimer? Or are you gonna do it?
You're whining about.
Okay.
You finished?
Oh, yeah, I finished. It's not going to
Okay, yeah.
change.
Go on. You can do the disclaimer.
uh, Disclaimer: the information here is research for various sites online and can be shared for you to verify discussion. Some of my comments are going to be a little bit personal tonight because, yeah. So, welcome to Hot Tea with Pleasures, where we keep it raw and real. Cancer Awareness Month is upon us, and there are many types of cancers out there that we're aware of, and we're going to go through a couple of them tonight, as well as talk about the story behind um, the actual ribbon and how that whole campaign started. I am an activist, so I'm going to start here first, and then we're going to talk about the cancer after. I know I'm horrible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. um, so the real story about the pink red ribbon Charlotte Hay, who had battled breast cancer. She introduced the concept of the peach colored cancer awareness ribbon. That was in 1990s. I think it was 1992. She was 68 years old and began the peach ribbon by hanging them around her home. Um, she did it by hand from her house, and
Mm-hmm.
it was done for her daughter, her sister, her grandmother. They all had breast cancer, and so she distributed thousands of ribbons at supermarkets with cards that read, "The National Cancer Institute annual budget is $1.8 billion. Only 5% goes to cancer prevention." So it helped wake up legislatives around America by wearing this ribbon. That's basically what the the campaign her campaign was about. So she was an activist. As the word spread, the executives from Estee Lauder and Self magazine asked her permission to use the ribbon because they saw it as a way of making money. Haley refused, saying companies were too commercial, but Self magazine really wanted to have her ribbon. So the magazine consulted its lawyers and was advised to come up with another color. They chose pink, a color that the focus group has said is soothing and comforting and healing. It's far cry from what breast cancer is. Okay, so as soon as Charlotte's grassroots peach ribbon was history, and her original idea became the pink ribbon that has come to be known as worldwide as a symbol of breast cancer. Um, the movement is much bigger than October, and it isn't only about finding a cure or getting a mammogram or raising money. It's about the prevention, education, and guaranteed treatment for everyone, women, men, rich or poor. So it's a crusade that should unite all of us at every level. That pink ribbon, after all, just the pretty tie that sits on top of the box in which was a gift of life, has been wrapped. And when the hope and cure has been awaiting to be released and become the perfect gift for us all to know um, about cancer also well. So that is the true story of what really happened to the pink ribbon, the peach ribbon. And we thank Ms. Haley for coming up with that concept and trying to address an issue at the heel where it starts, was the education piece behind it. Unfortunately, it's been commercialized to death. A lot of people wear it as a symbol, but don't even know why they're wearing it, or they see it as a trend or something to do. If you're going to wear something, at least know the history of it and know what it's about. So we're going to talk a little bit about the cancers that are out there and what you can do to support someone that's going through such a hard time in their life and trying so hard to be strong. Go, Teresa.
Okay, thank you, Hillary, for that. And we do encourage you to go and do some research on the history of the peach ribbon and history about different cancers that we're gonna speak to you about at the moment. So first off is in January. In January, the Cancer Awareness Month is cervical cancer. This is for in January. So as soon as the year starts, ladies, go and get tested. And this is what we can do to have that calendar to say, well, this is for this month, and you can do it with different ailments that we or communicable diseases that they call them that will plague us or within our livelihood. We can go and use that as a schedule. This is for this, let us go and get this checked, and so on. So January is cervical cancer month. February is national, I think we lost Hillary. February is National Cancer Prevention Month for, right, so that's when they would discuss different
We're recording.
preventions or different research that they're going. that they're seeking out. Then you also have the gallbladder and the Build Up Cancer Awareness Month. Also for March, we have the Collateral Cancer Awareness Month, Kidney Cancer, Multiple Myeloma Awareness Month. That's for March. April, we have the esophageal cancer, head and neck cancer, and testicular cancer. Now, men, we know men, especially men, we plead with you to go and get tested. Ladies, encourage your man, encourage your husband, encourage your dads, your brothers to go and get tested, your nephews, your uncles to go and get tested. When you see April, you decide, hey, this is April, this is Easter. Easter is the only thing we celebrate in. Let's go and celebrate the test to be tested for testicular cancer. We know men do not like to go to doctors, so we are encouraging you, men, to go and get tested. Then we go on to May. May is National Cancer Research Month. So all the
We keep it
funds that have
raw and real, I tell you.
collected, we see you that in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Um, all the research. May is the month that we do a lot of research, not we, a lot of research is done for cancer. There've been a lot of different tests, a lot of studies been going on. That happens mainly in May. Bladder cancer is also in May. So you have the bladder, the brain, melanoma, and skin cancer awareness month is in May. Heading that is research. So research month for cancer is in May as well. June, middle of the year, is National Cancer Survivor Month. So those persons that you know that have been through cancer, survived, and fighting and supporting others that have been on that same journey, June is the month that you celebrate, that you applaud them, you encourage them, you look back and say, yes, we have done this, we have passed the worst, we have survived, we are survivors. That's the month that is set aside for National Cancer Survivor Month. Then we move on down to July. You want to take it from there, Hillary?
Yeah.
From July?
Sarcoma and bone cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually had bone density test done recently. That was interesting.
Oh,
So, take your calcium, ladies. I want to go back actually before we go there. I want to go back to cervical cancer in January.
January.
Yeah, a lot of women of color are not cared for sometimes uh, in the health industry when it comes to that part, having heavy periods and not being told as to what it is. We in the Mediterranean area, as well as the black culture, um, do have endometriosis as part of our lives. Many
Mm-hmm.
women and fibroids, many women on those from that sector or ethnicity or cultural, um, and whether it be ancestral or immediate or direct, um, have that as an issue or part of their gene. We in the black community tend to have to deal a lot with fibroids and endometriosis, and it is sometimes misdiagnosed for women of color. It's getting
Yeah.
better, but a lot of people, a lot of medical staff do misdiagnose these women of color, and it's always it can be say, oh, you just have a heavy period, or you know, oh, it's bad cramping, or something along that lines, or they'll remove the fibroids and continuously do that over the years without addressing the fact that it could possibly be
Malignant
endometriosis.
tumor, as they say. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
for women of color, I'm gonna say to you, go get checked. Ask
Yeah.
for that particular testing to be done to find out. It's a simple biopsy. It really is. To find out whether or not you have that, because that can lead to cesarean cancer, cervical cancer.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yes,
So
and
yeah, and for those who have had the cervix removed, also be very careful and mindful of keeping your oh God, what am I looking for? Uterus. What's the other part? But
cervical,
who?
your cervical
No, the uterus, cervical. I,
wound,
I'm having a brain block. What's the other part of the female body? Oh my lord.
fallopian tubes,
Ovaries. Be very careful of keeping your ovaries.
ovarian cancer now, yes.
Yes, because that could become an issue. So just get that area check. Really, once a year, go get your PAPs. Even if you have your uterus removed and you still
Mm,
have your ovaries, you should still have some kind of checking going on, because now you even heighten the risk for ovarian cancer. Okay, back to
okay.
where we were. September, Child Cancer Awareness Month, leukemia, uh, lipoma, I can't even say that word, ovarian cancer, then
Alright.
prostate cancer, men of color, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak directly to y'all.
Let's push our men. Just keep pushing our men.
I tell you, I will say because I don't know what's going on, but the
And
culture
before,
needs to go
before,
to get your fingers.
before they used to use the fingers
Yeah,
to
they don't do
detect.
that anymore.
No, it's a simple blood test.
Yes, it's a simple blood test.
It's a
I'm just
simple
playing with
blood
y'all
test.
because
It's,
most of them
it's a
think
simple blood test.
that most of them think that it's still the finger thing, and it's uncomfortable for them, or they feel demasculated. So um,
Mm-hmm.
go and get it tested. It's a simple blood test now, and it's better to know than not to know. I
That is,
know our community has a history with the medical community, as well as with the systemic
mm,
system. But and I know there's a lot of history and culture and conditioning and just passed down through the generational stories. Things have changed. They really, 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 really have. And I get it, and I
mhm.
understand that it's just that's this folk tale that's been continuously told. Go get your prostate checked, because that could cost you your life, and it's a very hard life, especially with prostate cancer. Thyroid cancer, same thing, and then um, I didn't even know that was a thing. Really?
Thyroid cancer?
Urine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, all right. Then breast cancer awareness month.
And Barbados just finished their
I just want people to
or
realize
and so
it's
walk.
not about going out there and putting on pink and doing all these
Mm-hmm.
different commercialized and
Funding, raise
capitalistic,
money.
a trending, put it on IG and take yourself out of it. You don't need to be important in that moment, and realize it's a bigger issue, and the suffering that goes on behind that
Yes.
is so much. And they have men and women and men, persons, them, they, that deal with an issue that is so painful and can shorten people's lives. It is there's a lot of mental health that comes with that, depression, anxiety, so much that comes with that. We have to educate ourselves around that and not just put on pink. If you're going to put on pink, know why you're putting it on and know the history of it and why it was started. It was started based on advocacy, not on commercialization of a product. So I get it and I understand that we're trying to raise money, but by now that money should have gone somewhere, right? It has been billions of dollars, and I
Billions of dollars, yeah.
billions of dollars. So I I support it, but I want you to also educate yourself. It's the same thing I say, and I'm going to go off script right now. And Teresa's not responsible for what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. I see people, going into different cultures and displaying their culture and having fun with it and doing things with it, and that's great. Fine, enjoy. We're supposed to learn about each other. We're supposed to enjoy each other's cultures and embrace them and whatever. But know why. And if you don't understand and you don't know why, then why are you doing it? Learn the history. This is how we deal with discrimination, racism, and all these other isms, is by learning and understanding. And so if we learn about cancer and the effects of it and how we can help, truly help, you know, I'm not saying don't give money to support. I'm saying if you're going to give money, know why and know to what and understand why,
Exactly.
where it's going. Don't just go drop money in something, or if you're at Walmart and they say, "Oh, do you want to give money to breast cancer?" Sure. No. Find out. Know the organizations. Know
And
why, where the money's going. Know what's happening to people that have cancer.
there should be
Understand the
reports.
disease. Huh?
There should be reports issued. The
Mm-hmm.
same way when you do go and pay money to do a
There are
raffle, you
reports.
want to
There are
know,
reports
have those
issued, but
reports
how do we know,
issued,
right? How we know what's
have
up,
those reports
what's what?
issued publicly or within the same place where they had the
They're on.
donation
Yeah,
drive that
they're
you can see.
publicly because you can go on their website and you can
Right,
see.
as I say, everyone is not gonna go online and
No.
look for this. So
Hmm.
stick that poster up and say, well, yeah, this is how much was raised from at Walmart or from a this supermarket or this pharmacy, and this is what the money is going into to do this
It's
type
on
of
their websites and stuff like that, but and they do have advertisement inside of the
mm,
stores that would tell you what's what. But
good.
the point is for us to do the work, not the organizations, because I'm not going to expect organizations to do work. Their their whole system is based on productivity. They don't. I don't want to say they don't care, but okay. But
It is
it's up
clear.
to it's not the same reason. It's not my responsibility to teach every person that's outside of my cultures about them. It is their responsibility to learn, not mine to teach, right? So you in yourself should want to know. You should want to educate
Mhm.
yourself, because I'm pretty sure you do know some person that's either have it or been touched by cancer. It's too big of a disease not to know, right? So why not want to know? No, you know. So, anyways, I mean, you don't go. And this is the thing: people will go and spend a whole bunch of time researching a car to go buy a car, right? Or a whole bunch of time researching stuff on Instagram or YouTube, or even for clothing or for
Yeah.
Amazon or whatever. Even for a house, which color? What do you want to put? What color you want to put on the wall? All that, right?
What does the color mean?
Yeah, but you would
What
take
comes
two
with it?
seconds to go find out why that ribbon. What's up with that ribbon? Where's that money going? Where am I putting that money?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
we should encourage everyone to go find out.
Yeah,
Money
go find
spent,
out. So October is also Liver
money
Cancer
come up.
Awareness Month as well. That's a harsh one. That's a very harsh cancer. Uh, man, my father. I think my father. That's how my father passed. Um, no, he kidney. Sorry, he was kidney. Um, what's that called? Carcinia.
Carcinoid,
See.
yeah.
Who?
Carcinoid.
Carcinoid. Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta watch.
personal.
I have a speech impediment, people. I'm sorry, so sometimes I can't say certain words. Can't. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm not sorry. This is part of who I am. Uh, Carcinoid Cancer Awareness Month, Gastric um, Cancer Awareness Month is November as well, and lung cancer, another harsh one, awareness month. Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, those are November. There's nothing for December.
No.
I guess they got it. Sorry,
August and December is
I was
out.
gonna say something. Let me just.
Yeah, August and December is out. So yes,
Interesting.
you hold your tongue.
Interesting. Very strategic, by the way. August and September, the two biggest months in marketing. Okay, got it. Anyways, we're gonna go in and out. We're gonna take a pause here, and we'll be right back with some more hot tea with pleasure. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We
Subscribe.
are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and RSS. You can listen to us on every platform that you listen to your podcasts are. And we'll be right back with some more hot tea with some pleasures.
Cause when fly friend sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. You can go down low when I come up so, cause when fly friend sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. You can go down low when I come up so, cause when fly friend sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want.
And we're back.
Hello,
Okay, we're back here in YouTube. I'm Hillary, Ontario, Canada.
and I'm Teresa in Barbados. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again.
And it is
Good to have
Cancer
you.
Awareness Month. Breast cancer. I also gotta say liver cancer too, so but there we
Mhm.
go. Yeah, go on, Teresa.
Okay, we had the different types of cancers in the different months that I want to say, maybe celebrate that we pay more attention to that particular type of cancer. So now we are going to go to our next segment with things to do if you know or think someone has cancer. So
Mm-hmm.
the first thing you should do, like we said before, seek medical knowledge. Your local GP or your local clinic, you go there and you find out more on the type of cancer that the individual may have, and you first to be tested. So that's the first thing, the first more. Get it out of your mind that you think the person has, you think you might have cancer, be tested, know for sure what is going on within your body. And when that information comes back, then you can act from there. The next one is having a support system for that individual. If it's for you, someone in your family, you personally, you don't have that sit down and you talk about it and you see how best you can go around seeking that help that you need, what are the places you could go to find out more information. If it's literature, don't just post stuff from online because some of the stories that are posted online can be a bit tricky. So it's best to seek that information from your local GP
But
so that he
you
can
gotta be
discuss
careful
with
too
you
when
and
it comes to help. Offer practical help, but let the person tell you they want help first. And and the reason why I'm saying that is keeping the power with the person going through that particular illness. So let them tell you what kind of help they need and what kind of support they want and how they want you to support them. And if you see a person not reaching out for help and you see their pattern changing where now you can actually sense some type of depression happening, that's when you can step in and offer the help without them having to ask.
Okay. Um, some of the signs and symptoms of the cancer.
Well, I want to finish more
Range.
about what else you can do to help. So, some other things you can do is just
Mm-hmm.
listen. Uh, People just want to air sometimes. They don't want to hear you talk, they just want to hear an ear. Pick up medication if they are on meds. You can offer to pick up their meds for them so they don't have to travel. Remember the caregiver. Uh, there's a lot of people that come into the home, or if it's that at that level, or even assisting. So remember to be aware of whether or not they have a caregiver, and
One
then
of the
respect.
other things too is I find that people are in that know that they have it, they are in denial, they don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
So having those conversations, you know, about other things that they can do or encouraging them to go out. They might have not be able to go for long walks, but short walks, and you know, a change of environment is good.
Yeah. Respect their boundaries, and you have to be very respectful of a person's boundaries. Let them tell you how they want to be helped. Let them tell you how they want you involved in their lives. And the simplest thing, and that's what Miss Haley was doing, send a card. You know, just let them know you're thinking about them, and help. I know one of the most tiring things you can do around the house is probably laundry or sweeping or something like that. So help out with the chore. Those are some of the things that you can probably do. But at the end of the day, always respect a person's boundaries and let them tell you how they want you to help them. I'm done.
Okay. Ways you can detect the cancer.
Yeah.
Blood test. Blood test is one of the most common ways that you can use to detect cancer, whether it's liver, whether it's prostate, whether it's testicular, whether it's lymphoma. The blood test is the most positive reading of detecting cancer. Some of any more of the things you want to discuss there and how to communicate the person before we go on to the piece of the symptoms, the signs and symptoms.
No, that's
Okay.
basically it. At the end of the day, it has to do with boundaries and respecting other people's boundaries, and letting them tell you how you can help. And when they say I don't need help,
Mm-hmm.
respect that as well. And when you see it getting to a point where they're in danger, you can actually step in, right? So
Okay.
let people tell you what they need.
So some of the signs and symptoms are the change in bowel or bladder habits.
Sorry, one more thing before you go,
Go
because
on.
it just crossed my mind. If a person says to you they don't need any help, don't get offended. Don't take it personally, okay? Q-tip it. Quit taking it personally. It's just whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
don't take it personally, because if they come back a couple of weeks later, or even days or hours or months later and say, I do need help, do not get all twisty up in your pants and be like, well, when I came to you and offered you help, you didn't want any.
So one of the
Offer,
things,
yeah, that's when they're asking you now for help. Give the help if you can. Yeah, go
yes,
ahead,
but
Tui.
something, having news like that broken to you,
Mhm.
it can affect you mentally as
Of
well. So if
course.
that person is still trying to process
Yeah.
what is going on, you know,
Hmm.
especially if the person is the one that was always active
Yes.
and then
Yes.
now it slows them down. That
Independence, right?
that can yeah, that
Hmm.
can take a toll on them as well and affect them mentally. You can also have depression at that state as well. So like you said, let the person come to you if they want your support. And if they don't need your support at that time, if they reject you at that time, you know, just sit back, let them do their thing. And, you know, eventually once they get accustomed to what's going on, but not get accustomed to, but
Not
once
custom, but
they come,
they accept
they
acceptance.
accept what is going
Yeah.
on. After that, they will be more open for conversation
Hmm.
about. Mhm. So some of the signs, the change in bowels and bladder habits. This is one of the main things that you get to notice because whatever is going on inside your body, your waist you will pick it up from your waist. So that's one of the other ways you can test for cancers as well and other ailments of your body. They change in your bowel and bladder habits. So that's one of the signs you can look for. A sore that does not heal. Some people may see this and think that, okay, I'm diabetic and it's going to be a slow healing process, but sometimes it can be a bit more. So that's why we encourage you to go to your local doctor, your GP, and get tested to know for sure what is going on and how serious or what type of cancer it is. It may not be cancer, but again, it is best to get that medical advice on what is going on with the sore and in terms of the healing process. Unusual bleeding or discharge. That is another one. Some of them you
Can
want
I
to
tell you a quick story about that? Can I tell you?
sorry?
Can I tell you a quick story about that?
Yes, tell us your story. Let us hear.
So I got I had a juicer before, but I got a new one and I was like,
You
ooh, I
had
want
a
to try a juicer. Yeah,
oh
yeah. So
okay.
I got a new juicer. So I was like, oh, I want to try this out. So I I
What
wanted
did
to
you
make
use?
beet juice uh with carrots and cinnamon and ginger,
Mhm,
right? So I
mhm,
made it. It tastes amazing. So good.
mhm.
I drank so much of it. Drank. The next day, I went to the restroom, I urinated, and I got up and I was like, oh my god, it's so much blood. And I'm like, oh my god, there's blood in my pee. There's like so much. And I was like this close. I was just gonna call my doctor and say
Uh-huh.
that there's so much pee in my urine and I have problems. And girl, it was just the beet juice.
Because Hillary is not afraid to go to her doctor.
Yeah, right. No, I'm not afraid to go to my doctor. I go to my doctor all the time. Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, so
You want to go through?
yes, some vegetables. I don't know if jamun gives you that effect, but I know beets does. I had that scare already with beets.
Yeah, beets. Yeah, that's why I had the beet juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does it happen when you have a lot of those green smoothies too? Can you imagine? I think Hillary is having an intruder.
Yeah, I'm having some technical background, people.
Good.
Okay, 1 second. Continue talking, Teresa.
So I'm not sure if it happens when you have a lot of green leafy vegetables.
Wrong
If
rail.
you get if you tend to get that same effect. However,
Yeah.
someone in the audience can try and let us know.
Hey,
Everybody knows the
I had
educated of us.
other colors happen
Huh?
before. I had other colors happen before. It wasn't juice though.
Okay. Thickening or a lump, thickening or lump in the breast or elsewhere.
Oh
That's
God.
another sign. I know when I was a teenager, I had an experience of finding a lump in my breast,
I have
and
one.
and
I have one right now.
I took no took thought nothing of it because you're
Yeah.
young when you're growing and all that. But I went to the doctor and I had to end up having it removed. It
Yeah.
was what they say benign. It was not malignant. It was benign,
Yeah.
and that was that. So I think
No.
I was a teenager. I can't remember what age, but I was a
Yeah. Well,
teenager.
I've had mine now for. I've had mine now since 1993. I've had it,
Mm-hmm.
and it grew to the point of a coin, 25 cents,
Uh-huh.
and it stopped. So that's why they looked at it, and then right before the pandemic, they said it's benign, and they left it there. Um,
Yeah.
it does cause me some pain and discomfort sometimes,
Yeah.
but they
Mm-hmm.
just every 6 months I get a mammogram every six
Okay.
months. So I I I'm actually about to get another one soon within the next couple of weeks. I'll have my because I haven't had any during the pandemic because the hospitals were cramped with the COVID cases. So
And
yeah, I wasn't able to get one. So my doctor just ordered my
mhm,
my mammogram. And here in Canada, this is what I love about Canada. When you turn 50 years old, there is a program that you have a free mammogram, so everyone is has
mhm.
access to that, and that's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I like the test that we do have the mammogram test here.
Hmm.
Also, the self test is encouraged to
You know
do this self
who
test.
does the best self tests? Your man. I am so serious. So
Mhm.
who knows your breast better than you? Than actually your spouse probably knows your
They
best.
work it more
Your
than you sometimes,
Yeah,
so good.
he or she works
Yeah.
it more than you do, so they would know whether or not there's a change in your breast size as well as feeling. So get your spouse or significant other to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the feel.
We mentioned earlier one of the signs that you can that you one of the signs of the cancer was
Hmm.
unusual bleeding or discharge.
Yeah.
Unusual bleeding or discharge is not only penile or vaginal,
No.
it can also be breast.
Yeah.
So don't forget that it can also be breast. So don't let us overlook that. And
Hmm.
all for ladies and men, always do that self test, self breast test to
Yeah.
check yourself monthly. It's a good practice. So when
Yeah.
you're there feeling all nice, make sure you check those breasts.
Hmm.
And next one is thickening of lump in the breast or elsewhere. You see, we're on the right track. Thickening or lump of breast or elsewhere. A lot of times when well, not a lot. Sometimes when we find that lump in our breast, it can be benign, and once left there, like most doctors will tell you, once left there, you have to keep those frequent checks to make sure it is still benign and it doesn't turn to malignant.
Hmm.
Because a lot of at least for me, it was just a fatty deposit. The lump was just a fatty deposit. So I had to keep up with frequent checks after that at that age. And so far, everything has been good. Another one is
I hope so for me too. Knock on the wood.
digestion of or difficulty swallowing. And I
Hmm.
think this is where the thyroid cancer comes in,
Hmm.
where, yeah, when you have this difficulty, you can check for thyroid cancer. But again, going to your doctor, letting them know your issue, where it hurts, where the discomfort is. They will
Oh,
decide
it's a fly.
what
It
happens.
was a fly. It's like it came in my ear. It's like what the heck? I heard this thing
Yeah, was
buzzing. You saw me look
it
around, right? And then all of a
a
sudden,
bee or a wasp?
no, it was a fly. It was so
Okay.
loud. And I
You know, the last time you had this, it was a wasp.
and no, I heard it and I was like, what is that? And then it was in my ear. I was like, okay, maybe I'll get money. You
Okay.
know what they say about flies? They give you money. They give you coins.
Okay, moving on. Never heard that one, Hillary.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, that's your story. Um, Obvious change in a wart or mole.
Yes,
This one
that one
goes.
you gotta be
This
very
one ties
careful
in
with.
with the sore that does not heal.
Not only that, too, a new one
Mhm,
that just develops over time. You gotta, you should, especially if there's one that's extremely big or um, protruding. Those, not the
mhm,
flat ones. It tends to be more the protruding ones that look more like a wart, but is also a mole. More moles appearing as well. You might
mhm.
want to go get some testing to see if it's skin cancer. Um, yeah. If anything comes more than this one,
More than this one, Hillary.
sorry.
Something else.
It's
Um,
so funny. I have a connector, eh? It's so funny. Zigzag all the way
Anything
down.
you want to add to the list that you would have found?
The
The
neck and
sign?
coughing or hoarseness. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be careful with that as well, especially with our shortness of breath all the time. That could be lung cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta
Yeah,
watch out for
difficulty
that.
breathing and stuff.
Exactly. But I always promote vitamins. Vitamins are really essential and important to health. And if you don't want to do supplements, you can eat some fruit and some
There you go. That's
vegetables.
more me.
Yeah.
That's more me. I like to get
Eat
my
some fruit.
vitamins and minerals the
Yeah,
raw
some
way.
spinach. Spinach is really good for a
Mm.
iron. Um,
Mind you, you talk about spinach.
and
I
calcium.
was
Is spinach
given
calcium's in spinach as well. Huh?
I was given this drink, cucumber, ginger, and spinach.
Mm-hmm.
I will drink anything, any color, vegetable wise, fruit wise. But
Mm-hmm.
when it's green, I'm a bit hesitant.
Why? It tastes so good.
When it's green, I'm a bit hesitant. Kale.
Oh,
I
I
have a
put
family
kale in
member that
everything.
put kale and lettuce
I
and
put
cucumber
kale on
mixed up in a
everything.
green drink.
I put
Mm-mm.
kale in my smoothies. I put kale in my salad. I put it in my food. I love kale.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
even do.
know
You do
research.
kale chips, Teresa?
No.
Try it.
Well, I mean, in the bag of like what y'all call crisps, or you talking about
So take okay. So try this recipe, everybody. Okay, Teresa, you can try this recipe. Okay.
everybody try that recipe?
Okay,
Hillary's
here it goes.
given. Get your pen, get your
So,
paper, and
so get kale. I take a bag, and you put it in a bowl. Add some sea salt or pink salt or gray salt. Not much, just a little bit.
Himalayan salt. You
Yep,
said pink.
a
Yeah.
little bit of black pepper, just for Add some olive oil. It's a spoonful
Mm-hmm.
is enough.
Hillary, did you say you fly over here?
Add some olive oil and then some oregano or parsley. I go with oregano or even some thyme or something.
Are you frying these things?
Wait, mix it all up. Use your hand.
Uh-huh.
And then lay it out on a flat cookie sheet and put it in the oven for, and then bake it. Keep an eye on it because pretty quickly, pretty fast. Take it out, let it um, cool for a little bit. You can have it warm if you want to or hot. And there's your
Mm-hmm. Do you have it
kale
with ice
chips.
cream
Kale
or
chips?
sorbet, anything like that?
No, kale chips. that's my treat.
So it's just
It's so good.
the
I'm
the
gonna tell you right now.
kale
Everyone's gonna
and
skim their
then
faces and
bake it.
whatever. When you
Okay.
taste this, at first you'll be like, "Ugh, ew, whatever. It's bitter," and then you'll be like, "I want more."
Yeah, for it, a taste for it.
You'll
Okay.
crave it. It's so good. It's like having
I don't
burnt.
think nothing can taste worse than neem.
You ever had something burnt and you're like, "I hate it, but I love it at the same time"? That's kale chips. It's so good. It's addictive. You're gonna sit there and eat the whole thing. Telling you facts.
Okay. So there you have it, people. Kale chips.
Kale chips, they're so good.
Mhm.
Make it
Uh,
yourself.
I have one university lecturer.
Uh huh.
He did a research on cancer,
Mhm.
and with his lecture, he mentioned, well, everyone is different. First thing,
Mhm.
where you live, the environment that you live in, your cancer can be a contribution of the environment that you live in. You know, some people that live near places that there's a lot like a industry area, the
Mhm.
different
Industrial, yeah.
fumes, fumes and stuff
Mhm.
can cause certain types of cancers. Asbestos was one. I think there was a movie out, a true story years ago about asbestos that was being cleared,
Mhm.
and prisoners went to clear this asbestos. They weren't in their proper attire,
Mhm.
and they end up having a lot of lung cancer and skin cancer from this. But I can't remember the name of the movie. Maybe I can get it for our social marketers and drop it in the script
Mhm.
so that you guys can check it out.
Yeah.
And in
There's a lot
the
of places that
lecturer,
yeah.
in the lecture, he had mentioned that where if you have any type of cancer, the best foods, fruits and vegetables for you to have are bright colored fruits and vegetables. Bright colored fruits and vegetables are good ones for you to
Sweet
have,
potato
especially
especially.
ones that are local
Yeah.
because you are within that environment and the fruits and vegetables will be in that same environment. So those fruits and vegetables will be good for you to have the bright colored ones. So here we have our dunks or five fingers or jamoons. Where Hillary she might have the what fruits do you have over there? Your apples, your
Yeah, but the
melon,
sweet potato, the yellow sweet,
cucumber.
the orange sweet potato is very good for not only for cancer but
Yeah,
also
that's
for,
bright colored ones, yeah.
yeah, and for yeah. I mean,
Candy, that's what they call them.
uh, another reason that your environment does affect you and your access to health is living in an environment where um, economic issues and poverty is um, and access to quality food is an issue. So people in those neighborhoods tend to have a higher level of cancer. Um, yeah, but I know we're talking about the stories around exposure to um, oh God, why am I having such a hard time with brain? My brain is like I am so tired. um, their exposure to like X-ray radiation. There we go. To exposure to radiation, having those type of factories in the close to a lot of different um, communities does cause a lot
Mhm.
of cancer in those communities. Get into the water system as well. There were multiple cases in Michigan, for example, where a complete town was had a very high level of cancer cases. So yeah, those are some of the things your environment can do in regards to that, and then also to stress. Stress is a killer. I mean, stress can get you
Stress brings on everything,
every single
every
disease you
ailment that
could
you
think
can think
about.
of
That
under
thing
the
can bring.
sun.
Yes.
Stress brings on. If you want to lose weight quickly, stress.
You know what I call
You,
stress?
mm,
Back in the day you had Jerry Curl. I call it the activator. I call stress the activator. Everything fine and dry, and as soon as stress come up, you put it on, and bloom, there it is. Everything comes up. You know I'm telling the truth.
you want your hair to fall out, stress.
Everything.
You want to change color, stress.
What?
I mean, change color,
Color?
change your
How you
color
change
to
color with
red.
stress? Oh, you gonna be in
Danger.
jail?
You're
Cause that's the only
angry.
time I know to change color.
Okay, well, we have come to the end of our show.
Hmm.
We thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
This is
You got
all
anything going on,
recorded.
Teresa, in Barbados?
Just studies,
Studying.
just
Yeah, I hear
studies,
you.
more
I'm in
studies.
school too.
Putting a lot of different things in place for the products.
Hmm.
Things are changing.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of things that are going on with me and trying to get things in the right place.
Good.
I had an issue with my hands that's recovering. At least one hand is much better. It can move it, can make my
Good for
turns.
you. Mine is not. Mine is permanent
And
damage.
well, no, I don't want mine to be permanently damaged. Not in
Yeah.
the future. I'm coming.
I'm trying so hard to accept this disability. It's whew, it's there and it ain't going nowhere. But
Mhm.
anyways, my book's
Yep.
coming out in December. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
I am okay with the release of it. I don't know. I'm not nervous or anything like that. It's just that I want it to make sure that it's my words and saying what I want to say. And if you're offended, then it was probably true. No, one thing I'll say is that we tend to look at where we are in life and not accept certain things. So I'm about to blow something up right now. The the diet industry. That industry relies on us being ill mind and not happy with ourselves. And it takes the mental health piece of it and turns it into a commercial and tells you that food is your problem. And so people are focused on food and they're focused on the accessory of food and not what the real root is. And so I hope that my story, people are able to see how when you find acceptance in your life, food becomes delicious, enjoyable, smart, and not a problem. Because food is not the problem, it will always exist. It is how you see it and what you're using it as or not using it as, thinking that if you don't eat that it will be fine. No. So yeah, I went through a lot of self-acceptance, self-worth, self-love, self-care to finish this book. I'm extremely happy with what I came up with. I just hope people get the message that once you accept who you are and love all your flaws, all of them, that you will be completely satisfied.
Is that a reading from part of your book, or you want to do a reading from part of your book?
No, I already did
That
that.
you can remember? Okay.
You can check out my Instagram. I don't have much followers on Instagram because I really don't do Instagram well. Sorry, people. I see that they have me verified and all that stuff, but I use it as a bulletin for people that are suffering from domestic violence or in hiding. I put up like a little motivational things for them, or I, or I put or podcast stuff up. That's what I normally use it for. I'm not, people send me Instagram stuff and videos and stuff. I don't watch them. I might.
Well,
If it's advocacy, I'm definitely going to watch it. But if it's not advocacy, I might turn it on. I don't know. But anyways,
yes.
yes. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on YouTube. We will be back live next Saturday. Sorry, no, the following Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. Sorry. And hopefully we'll be on a new platform and you can see us in a different view. If everything works out well and we don't have any technical issues. It's going to be technical issues because it's going to be new to us. Okay. So Teresa, it's always lovely seeing you. Remember to check us out on RSS as well. You can listen to any platform. You have a good hot time in Barbados. I am going to enjoy this heat for now, but because in a couple of weeks,
Yep.
I'll be complaining.
I'm sharing it with you. So in a couple of weeks, it'll be chilly. Get those jackets and boots out and fall
I don't
clothes.
do jackets
The colors
until I
and
see
stuff.
snow. I don't do jackets until I see snow. When I see snow, I do. I'll
It's
put a
fall,
jacket
not
on.
snow yet.
Yeah,
No?
it's fall. I don't wear jackets. I don't wear jackets in fall or winter unless it's snowing really really bad outside. Then I turn on a jacket. But anyways, Teresa,
Okay.
you enjoy the rest of your evening or
I
night.
will. And thank you all for viewing.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. See you next Saturday.
Miss that fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But I was exposed to fear.